Well, then 6 years ago, a Turriff pharmacist whose chemist shop contained a small record department decided that as he couldn't get on the right end of some of the main distributors, he'd start his own distribution service for albums and cassettes. Today, Gibson Ross runs one of the biggest record distribution centres in the country and records artists himself on the Ross Records label. And it's all done from this storeroom in a back street in Turriff, where Gibson Ross and a staff of 3 sift through the thousands of orders which come in from all over Britain and from the United States and Canada. They have more than 2,000 titles in stock, ranging from established show business names like Russ Abbott to little-known artists from the north and northeast of Scotland. The Christmas rush means that more records are distributed in the month of December than in the whole of the previous 6 months. And it all adds up to non-stop work for these girls, and in between making up prescriptions at his chemist shops down the road, for Gibson Ross.
We won't go near the pop business. I think we'll be at our depths there. But there's plenty of budding artists on the traditional side of things. Lots of good musicians, and a lot of original material around in the way of verse and song.
So really you would deny that the Scottish talent is no longer there, that it's gone?
No, in fact, I think through the recording business, we're giving this talent a chance to be exposed.
So do you actually find that people are coming to you with cassettes and saying, why don't you record us?
Yes, that actually happens several times a week. It's almost unbelievable. People send us tapes or come to see us and say, you know, what do you think of this? Sometimes it's pretty good. Other times you have to be polite.
Folk said brown could head out a fear. It would be threepence going to the pint of beer, and the woodbines they could go sky high, so poor old Brown was forced to die.
Well, that's all the news this morning, and now it's time for our sporting roundup. And last night saw the big sporting event of the year in Sutherland, the All-Scotland Salmon Poaching Olympics, which were held on a stretch of unspecified river somewhere in Sutherland and run under the auspices of the Country Landowners Association, and so to the results.
People like Simon Broon for Foggy Tune, Colin Campbell and his Wick Radio cassettes, and Manson Grant and the Dynamos mean good business for the recording side of Ross Records. The kind of business which makes Gibson Ross quietly pleased that the big recording companies like EMI and Decca decided several years ago to pull out of the Scottish market because they felt it wasn't big enough.